What's going on, everyone? My favorite time of the year, man. The World freaking Series is here, starting on Friday. I'm excited to be here with y'all to talk World Series. But before we get into the important games, I do want to give Lulu the stage to recap what the freak happened to his Mets, man. Lulu.
Yes, the Mets, the Mets. We were gonna make that three-game comeback and win it in game seven. We were gonna do that. Yes, we were. But the Dodgers were just too much for us, and I can't admit that. They were obviously the better team. And as a Mets fan, my whole life, I there were three other moments other than this one that really affected me. We had the year 2000 when the Yankees beat us in the World Series.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Who beat you in the World Series that year?
We have 2000 when the Yankees, the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers beat us in the World Series. We have 2006 when we were one game away from the World Series and Carlos
Fuck
Beltran
this New
struck
York.
out looking. And then we have 2015, which hurts me the most,
Uh,
where we lost to the Royals in 5 games in the World Series. This this moment against the Dodgers is up there in terms of hurting me the most.
Lulu, you
But
were talking a lot.
I was talking a lot of shit. I was confident in my team. Maybe I was being cocky because I they said everybody hyped it up so much. They were talking about Mets magic, Mets magic. I got I got caught up in the hype. But all I can say is we'll get them next year if Pete Alonso resigns with us.
It'll be interesting to see what that Mets roster looks like next year, like low key.
Yes.
Because, like you said, Pete Alonso's a free agent. A lot of the dudes that are on there on 1 year deals, Severinos, Baders, all these guys. So we'll see what that Mets roster looks like next year. Remember, they weren't supposed to compete this year. Their plan was to compete next year.
Exactly.
But we'll see. Anybody else got thoughts before we move on to the teams that matter?
I guess not.
Yeah, hear me?
Ah,
Hello?
yeah, we hear
All
you.
right. So do the Mets, did they align themselves to actually be a better team next year with these short contracts? Like they can possibly have like a budget or salary cap to re-sign a lot of these players and then even more so like go after bigger free agents?
They got money to spend.
Okay.
That's for sure. So it's
Well,
just a matter of how they want to go about it, how they want to do what they're going to do.
Okay.
But I mean, we'll see.
We got Senga, right? Come for next year, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was a multi-year deal.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one positive. He looked real good in one game, and the other game not so much. But yeah,
He was coming off injury, though.
exactly, exactly. So he should be fresh to go in April.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, sorry for the Mets. It was a great run. At the end of the day, they lost to the Dodgers, who everyone expected to be in the World Series. Um, and they're against the Yankees. It's one of those matchup for the ages, the heavyweight fight. Um, every true baseball fan wanted this to happen. I know there's a lot of people out there criticizing, oh, it's the Yankees, it's the Dodgers, most money, richest teams, all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you got the two best teams in baseball, the most historic teams in baseball going at it, facing each other, I believe, for the 12th time ever to determine who's going to reign supreme, who's going to be the world champion of the 2024 baseball season. It's the Yankees, it's the Dodgers, it's New York, it's LA. It's for everything, man. I'm hyped. Starts on Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern time on Fox. Man, this is my Super Bowl per se. This is my everything. I'm hyped, man. I'm
my
hyped.
everything.
This is my everything, bro.
I love it.
It's been 15 years since this moment, bro. 15 years, man.
and it's actually realistic. It's a
It
realistic
is.
thing. It's a two powers they've been advertising the whole year. You know, I made an emotional decision for the Mets because I would love to see a Subway World Series when I picked them. But this is exciting to have to have the Yankees there. Because truth be told, the Mets would have made it. The Yankees wouldn't have. You know, I'd
Yeah.
be all right with it. But this right here, Yankees Dodgers, a lot of energy. You got Shohei and Mookie, and then you have Judge and Juan Soto. You have Big G coming off such a historic playoff run. I love it, son. I love it. Kike's doing this thing.
He is.
Yeah, these are the two deepest lineups in the league, in my opinion. And I think the two right teams are in the World Series.
We said that it's been like that for a minute. Is that those
Yeah.
lineups are just super talented. We said it up and down. It's hard to overcome it. Speaking of that though, to find out what kind of advantages can be uh can be seen here. I think we have somebody who has extensive knowledge in these breakdowns. And I feel like if we were to find out who has the advantage in what positions, I'd be better informed going into this World Series on maybe who to make my pick for. I mean, does
Interesting.
anybody know anyone that can possibly break down something like that?
Asiel, would
I,
that be you?
Whatever you Hasio, Miss.
No.
I feel like we're in Dora.
I feel like we're in Dora. Can you spot
Oh
him?
man.
We,
Bro,
we,
As
y'all
soon as
want
you said
position by
that,
position breakdown. I will give it to you happily. This
Do
is
it.
15 years in the making here.
look at that. I love
Do
the
it.
enthusiasm right there.
Bro, we can start with the catching position. Obviously, we got Austin Wells, Will Smith on the other side with the Dodgers. I think defensively, Austin Wells has the edge. I think he was like the fourth ranked catcher in the defensive metrics of in the league for the regular season, which is crazy considering he's a rookie. Definitely going to get rookie of the year votes as well. Will Smith offensively, he's starting to pick it up now in the playoffs. I think he had like 2 home runs in the last series against the Mets and the Padres, I think combined. Um, Defensively, he's not that great, although he has picked it up late into the season. But I give the edge to the Yankees here, even though Austin Wells has struggled offensively. But I think it was a good move by Aaron Boone to move him down in the lineup. I think he was sitting in the eighth hole, and he hit a home run in that game.
yeah.
Um, so I give the edge, at least the catching position right now, to the Yankees. Not a big edge, but good enough just because of Austin Wells' defense. We know defense at the catcher position, especially with runners on, game changer in October.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. With runners on, you're gonna want somebody who's gonna do that, and the Dodgers are gonna, if they can, they're gonna run on you.
Oh,
And
for
if you don't
sure.
have that talent, they're gonna run on you. When it comes to Will Smith not being as good defensively, the Yankees ain't gonna run on anybody. They they struggle with base running. They must have been bottom of the league in terms of base running,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. So that's not really affecting that part of it. But because of what Austin Wells can do, limiting the base running defensively, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and piggybacking on what Roberto was saying, Austin Wells has looked really good blocking those
He's
pitches
looked,
on
yo,
the dirt. He's done an amazing, amazing job, and that trust that a pitcher gets from a catcher, once they see that they can throw the ball in the dirt, even if it's a unfavorable count, that goes a long way in the playoffs. So yeah, I agree with Roberto there. Austin Wells, the Yankees definitely have the better defensive uh, catcher. He just got to pick it up offensively a little bit.
Yeah. He
yeah,
ain't got to do much offensively. He just got to be serviceable, in my opinion. Hit right in the good spots. You know, get on base and then try to stay on base for the top of the lineup to come around to make their way around again. Make sure that you extend them and you give them more opportunities to get through the lineup. So just make that contact, get on base, do what you got to do in that aspect. Hitting that home run, I think, was good for him. So being moved out of that high pressure four spot that heart of the lineup and then bringing them down because I mean, the moment is big. You saw what happened when they moved Gleyber Torres around. They put him at the leadoff spot. Sometimes you just gotta move people around, and then they just naturally come to it.
Do you guys think that the Dodgers are gonna apply pressure when like Betts and Otani are on base trying to steal on us?
Oh, for sure.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Especially you got that 50-50 beast right there. And Mookie, the swaggiest player ever.
Yep.
Although that zest is strong out there.
Yeah, and
I'm with it.
that's why starting fast for the Yankees is so important.
Mm,
You wanna get at least one of those guys out right
Mm.
away.
100%. So catcher, Austin Wells. What you think,
Yeah.
Lulu? I
I
know you
really
love
don't.
picking the Yankees for everything, so
I really don't know much about Austin Wells. I can't really make an informed decision.
He's better than your
gotcha.
catcher.
What happened?
He's better than your catcher.
Our catcher is young and inexperienced. Give him a break, you know.
Hey, Austin Wells is a
Our
rookie too,
catcher's a
bro.
rookie, bro. Ain't
Oh,
you
I see.
hear
I didn't
rookie of
know
the
that. I
year
didn't know
nominee? So
Nah,
what's
moving
next?
on. First base. First base is kind of like a wash. I rank it as even because both Freeman and Rizzo are both injured. Rizzo got the two fractured fingers. Freeman got the bum ankle. So I kind of make it a wash. If they were both healthy, the edge would obviously go to Freeman.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Freeman just offensively, he's an absolute beast, and Rizzo has struggled. But I do like what I've seen from Anthony Rizzo in the last series. He did get some good timely hits. His defense was shaky, and I don't know if that's like the injury or that's
I
just rust. I'm not sure what it is.
think it might be injury.
Yeah, because he looked a little off on a few plays. But
He's playing with broken fingers, sorry, right?
yeah,
He's
two of
playing with
them.
yeah,
Uh,
that'll do it.
Yeah, so I feel like that contributes a lot. So I put this one as a wash out of fairness to both players, because you don't know exactly how much you're gonna get from these
I can agree with that. But I will say this. Freddie Freeman giving it everything he's got
guys. Yeah,
this postseason. To be doing, to even just be getting hits and getting on base on an ankle like that, you can tell how much pain he's in. You can
and
see it when he
he
runs.
stole a
He
base.
stole a base. Son. This is just, he's playing on pure will. He's like, yo, if I got it, which is something that Nestor Cortez said, if I gotta go, if I get a ring in exchange to not play baseball next season, sign me up for it. And I love that. They're bringing the dogs to come out and do what they do. So like Freeman, I love that. I respect the shit out of that.
I do
But
too,
Yeah.
out of
man.
respect, I agree. I think that's a good judgment call to just call it a wash.
Yeah.
But still recognizing Freeman's talent is,
Oh yeah, it's definitely
yeah, that
superior
dude
to that.
is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Man.
Yeah, healthy. It's easily Freeman.
Yeah,
Not
easily
even a
Freeman.
thought. Second base was pretty easy for me. You alluded to it, Irvin. Lead off Glaber. I give him the edge at second base over Gavin Lux, or even over Kike. I know Kike is a dude that moves around the base, but Gavin around the diamond, I should say. But Gavin Lux is like the regular second baseman. But I give the edge to Glaber because what he's done at the leadoff spot has been amazing. We've alluded to it a few times. Whether it's an 8 pitch walk or a first pitch single, the dude it seems like he's always on base, especially that first inning, setting the table for the big guys coming up. So this one was pretty easy for me to give the edge to the Yankees with Gleyber Torres at second base.
Yeah, and they've been starting Chris Taylor as well in second, so
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like
that's
this
one thing the Dodgers do have. They have a lot of dudes who can bounce around because even Mookie can jump in there if need be. I
the
mean, he was
out.
playing short.
Yeah, you go to outfield if you need him.
Yeah. At third base, I got the edge to the Dodgers. Muncy is their typical third baseman. Again, another position that they kind of rotate around. But Muncy is their guy at third base. The dude is clutch, proven winner. He's come up big for them in October in recent seasons. Continues to do well. With the Yankees, Jazz hasn't been himself at all. Just straight up. He hasn't been terrible defensively, but offensively, he's a no-show. So I would love to see him step it up, do his thing. But the edge goes to the Dodgers here at third base. with Muncy over Jazz.
Okay.
Yes, Max Muncy. He's like a Met killer, man. He's really
Yeah,
clutch. Yeah.
he's an October player, man. I mean, I know
Yeah.
he does good throughout the season, but once it hits October, he's one of those dudes.
Yeah.
This one was a. I don't know if you guys have any more thoughts on third base before I jump into short.
No, go ahead.
Shortstop was one of the harder ones for me to pick
Mm.
because Volpe has turned it around. Volpe's looking like the Volpe that started the season, where he's hitting the ball the
Defensively
other
too.
way. Yeah, defensively, he's
Mm.
doing his thing. I think he's a Gold Glove finalist again, if I'm not mistaken. But he's been lights on, like lights out this postseason, and I love to see that, especially from the shortstop position. A Yankee shortstop doing their thing in October,
Mm.
which is something
Sound
we're used
familiar.
to. Yeah, so I love seeing Volpe step up. On the other side, the Dodgers got Tommy Edman, who just won MVP in the NLCS. A dude who came out of nowhere, was injured a lot of the season. He was a trade acquisition for the Dodgers. He's been hitting lights out this entire postseason as well. So I almost have this pretty much even because I honestly couldn't decide where the edge landed on either one. My question is whether Edmund is going to continue to do that and whether Volpe can continue to do his own. So I kind of have this one as a wash as well.
Hmm.
Okay.
It was hard for me to pick on that one.
Okay, I would probably lean towards Tommy since he just got the MVP. So momentum is riding high, especially offensively.
Yeah.
And sometimes that translates into your defense as well. So I'll
Yeah.
probably lean towards Tommy right now, just momentum wise.
Yeah. And
Same.
to piggyback off that, historically, the NLCS or ALCS MVP typically translates to really good production in the World Series historically. So there's a chance that, like you said, Cesar, that momentum just carries on and the
Yeah.
dude just continues to hit. Um, Outfield, I'm kind of sad that Irvin just jumped off by accident, or
Yeah.
he might
Yeah,
be
we
back.
we forgot to mention Irvin was
Yeah,
we only had him part-time today.
yeah. But the outfield, I would have loved to see him for this part because we have Mookie Betts on one side, Juan Soto on the other side with Judge,
Hmm.
Verdugo. Um, I gave the slight edge, very slight edge, to the Yankees outfield. Verdugo's defense, for all his like offensive woes, his defense is still elite,
Yes.
and that's the reason why he's out there in left field right now. We all know what Judge can do in center field. We all know what he can do at the plate. Obviously, he hasn't been Aaron Judge like, but I think him hitting that big home run against the Guardians and him getting those little hits here and there have propelled him a little bit, and maybe he's kind of he's starting to right the ship a little bit. And we're going to see Aaron Judge hopefully take off now in the World Series where it matters most. And Juan Soto, bro. What do I need to say about Juan Soto?
Yeah.
Give
Not
him a
much.
blank check. That's my Dominican king right now. Give him the keys to the Bronx, the keys to New York. Give him the blank check. Like the dude is unbelievable. He's phenomenal. He's clutch, high energy. Like is a huge difference maker. Um, I mean, Juan Soto, bro. And that's not a knock on like the Dodgers either, because Mookie Betts is Mookie freaking Betts.
Yeah.
Like the dude is a top 5 player in MLB
And
easily.
Teoscar Hernandez is good too.
A
It's an
Yankee
amazing.
killer.
Yeah. So he's another player to watch out for, but I just feel like the Yankees players just have a higher ceiling.
Yes.
And also their momentum is actually more or less on their side. Verdugo has been looking good. He's made some key plays. Aaron Judge had a way better LCS and divisional round. And Juan Soto, I mean, who's clutcher than Juan Soto right now? Like, it's yeah, it's great, man. I can't wait for this World Series.
Are we
But
gonna do our picks?
Absolutely.
Can I start?
But hold up. I do
he's
want to
Okay, my bad.
mention we
My
still got
bad.
the designated hitter spot.
Oh, see,
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm a
if you would have,
National League guy. That's why I keep forgetting about that.
bro, if you would have asked me before October who's the best designated hitter going into this series, between Giancarlo Stanton, aka my daughter's favorite baseball player, and Shohei Ohtani, the answer is easily Ohtani. But the
Yeah.
way Stanton has been playing, bro, I'm gonna tell. I have my notes here. I wrote DH Stanton versus Ohtani. Holy shit!
What did you
That's my
discover?
comment on this. It's holy shit because I don't know who to pick, bro.
Hmm.
You have to go with Giancarlo Stanton because of what he's been doing in these playoffs.
The
Otani went like 0 for like 20 with men on base for a
he
period
has
there.
yeah he has struggled big time in his first postseason run.
Hope it continues.
Yes, I do hope it continues.
He's picked it up a bit in the last couple games. So is he similar to? He's having like a similar low like
Judge.
game flow like Judge. Yes,
Yes.
like him and Judge are like
And you wonder if like
very parallel.
this is the series that like both of them kind of just
They go
Okay.
off because they're just getting better as the playoffs progress.
Home
So,
run derbies.
so yeah, I would have it as a wash, Roberto. I'll help you out with that.
yeah.
Giancarlo and Otani, that's a wash. Otani's ceiling is
Yeah,
ridiculous,
it's incredible.
Yeah, I think that's why I would pick
but
Otani.
nobody has been playing or hitting better than Giancarlo in the whole playoffs.
Yeah, he's
Speaking
Yeah.
of clutch, I was talking about Juan Soto. Giancarlo's clutch.
yeah. I'm so happy for him too, bro. Like,
Yeah.
y'all know how I feel about Big G. I've been
Yeah.
Yes.
rooting for this guy since he got into pinstripes. I'm so glad he's having this success, and for his sake, I hope they get this ring,
Oh, he's gonna be the. Oh man, I might jump the gun. I was gonna
man.
already
Hey,
give you.
that's for a later segment.
Yes, yes.
But to close it out, pitching staff, starting pitching, I got the edge to the Yankees. They just have more pitchers. They have the two
Yes.
best pitchers in this series in Cole and Rodon, and it's going to be very crucial for them to step out, like Cole to be Garrett freaking Cole, be the ace, be that dog, because he's going to set the tone for the whole series. They get a chance to have him at least three times if it goes the
Oh
full
no.
7 games in
Yeah.
games 1, 4, and 7. Like Garrett Cole has to be Garrett Cole. I'm gonna say it again, and I've been saying it all series, all postseason. The Dodgers pitching staff worries me because they don't have depth in
They
their at
don't.
least in their starting pitching. And Lulu knows that because I think they had two bullpen games against the Mets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yes.
it's gonna be the same thing in this round as well.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
So can I
The
ask you, do you think it's gonna come down more to the hitters or the pitchers?
I think
Because they
it's
got.
gonna. I think honestly, the team that can get ahead first, like this is just completely unbiased, but I think if the Yankees get leads first and can knock the starting pitchers out, the Dodgers are in trouble very quickly in this series
Hmm.
Okay.
because now you're tapping into that bullpen a lot earlier than Dave Roberts wants to get into his bullpen.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about it. Like if you're gonna have a bullpen game, but now you have to bring in your bullpen in the third inning of game 1 or game 2 or something like that. Now there's only so many bullets that a gun has. And at
Hmm.
some point, you're going to start seeing fatigue and you're going to start seeing a lot of flat breaking balls coming out of these relievers' hands. And that's where the Yankees can take advantage. And that can happen on the other end as well, too. Like if the
Okay.
Dodgers get out to early leads, Yankees have to tap into that bullpen. Now the Dodgers are seeing these guys a lot more, which I think is what was happening with the Guardian series, like bringing in the high leverage guys early.
Yeah,
You see a pitcher enough, you're going to adjust.
exactly. Very good. Very good call. For sure. That was definitely the Guardians' demise.
Yeah.
Who do you got for closer? Or is that part of your entire pitcher analysis?
Yeah, I kind of grouped it all together.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave the edge starting pitching to the Yankees. Relievers, I gave it although I think both bullpens are elite,
Okay.
and I kind of gave that a wash just because, they are who they are.
So from hearing everything that you presented us, it seems like it's a real even series, kind of.
It's a very even series.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun, and I'm not, and I don't, I dislike both of those teams, but this is gonna be fun.
I'm enjoying as a baseball fan, like unbiased baseball fan, I hope this series goes 7 games. And
Mm.
That would be awesome.
I know that's what Major League Baseball wants because this series is a cash cow for them.
Yeah.
But I hope it goes 7 games because we're gonna get maybe the best 7 games. This may be the best World Series we will ever see in our lifetime.
Mm,
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, with the players in it,
We may never see this
the
kind of
top
star power
teams,
again, bro.
yeah, top cities.
yeah.
Like, you don't really get any higher than this.
Yeah, like this is
Like
it.
this is a precipice. Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
feel bad for next year's World Series. Like if it's not LA, New York type of thing. Like
Not gonna live up. Yeah, it's not gonna live
yeah,
up.
yeah. And them ratings is gonna be trash.
yeah.
Well,
Let's get
let's
into
make
the
our
picks.
picks.
So can I start?
Go for it, bro.
Go for it.
Um, I picked the Yankees. Yes, I picked the Yankees to beat the Dodgers. It would be great if it was in 7 games because it would be great for the sport, but I see it in 6. I see Yankees in 6.
Wow.
Yes. And that was very hard for me to pick the Yankees. I had to put my bad feelings towards them aside and really think about it. And yeah, the Yankees have been so impressive this postseason. Dodgers almost lost to the Padres. Um, they didn't have much trouble with the Mets, but still,
Nah, the
I
Mets
think
gave him some run.
Yeah,
kind of, yeah, we put up a little bit of a fight. But I got the Yankees. Yankees have been really impressive.
yeah. I'm going Yankees, baby.
And how many
Yeah.
games?
What happened?
I said how many games?
Oh, I want to see it in 5. I want the Yankees to
Oh
win in
wow.
5.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't about let's stretch this out. Nah, let's get this win and over with. Because if we go to game 7, I am I don't even want to think about it.
Okay.
So 5 or 6, 5 or 6. Let's keep it like that. Let's be like Jordan. Let's not go to game 7.
Cesar?
My brain is telling me that this will go to game 7, but my heart wants them to finish it in 6.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say Yankees in 6. Uh, yeah, similar to what Lulu was saying, I believe like out of both teams, I think the Yankees have looked just slightly more impressive, especially pitching wise. The Dodgers are picking it up offensively lately, so that's a little scary, but I feel like it's gonna take them some time to adjust to the Yankees pitching. I think Rodon, if he starts hot like he did against the Guardians, then the Yankees could easily go out on a 2-0 run. Like, they could win the first 2 games. And then after that point, you just got to steal one in LA, and that would set you up nicely to finish them in 6. So yeah, I like the Yankees in 6.
Okay.
It's been 15 years, man. 15 years. 15 very long. That's my whole relationship with my wife is 15 years, bro. That's how long it's been since I've seen the Yankees win a championship. Yeah, I know how much I love the Yankees, how much I suffer when they lose, the heartbreak I go through. There were tears coming out when they beat the Guardians in the ALCS. I mean, I was literally holding my daughter as they got the last out. And now they're in the World Series. I'm obviously going to pick the Yankees. Similar to Cesar, my head is telling me this is going to go 7 games because these teams are like we said earlier, they're very evenly matched. But for the sake of my mental health and all of the above, man, I need the Yankees to win in 6 because I don't think I could take a game 7. I don't think I could do it. But I think I got the Yankees in 6. Like Cesar said, their pitching, the Yankees pitching, I think is the difference maker in this series. If Garrett Cole goes out there and he's Garrett Cole and they take game 1, that sets the tone. The other big thing is the Dodgers, I think they only have one lefty, and the Yankees have struggled against lefties this whole season. I think it's Anthony Bandas, the only lefty in the Dodgers pitching staff. So if they get past, avoid that, they're good. That's one of the biggest red flags for the Yankees is lefties, and they don't have to deal with that this series. So I'm going to go Yankees in 6. I'm going to go Juan Soto MVP. I think he's due for a very big series again. I can see Giancarlos and Judge going off in LA because they love hitting in LA. They've been saying it out loud. Yeah, man. Yankees in six, man.
Mm,
We going to the damn parade.
yes, yes.
I know. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I know this isn't a reaction channel, but Rob, I think it would be cool if maybe during game one, towards the end of game one, or whenever you decide in the series, to put up a video of your reaction to what's going on in the game at that moment. I think that would be so dope. Maybe I should have said something off camera and
Nah,
surprised the
actually,
fans.
I was thinking that I mean one thing, and I'll say it here, even though we're recording, it is what it is. I was thinking like in between the breaks of the games, like they have game one and two, and then there's a break. I was thinking maybe doing reactions from the first two games and just kind of doing it like that as we go on through the series.
Okay.
Live reactions may not be safe for work type of language,
Okay.
depending on what's going on. But we'll
Okay.
see, man. We'll see. We'll have fun. Like I said, this has been 15 years in the making. I think I've enjoyed this whole time that the Yankees, since they clinched, I've really taken it in. Like I've really, really like enjoyed and celebrated this moment. I didn't really celebrate it when they beat the Royals and moved on to the ALCS, but I've really like really soaked it in.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people that I'm mutuals with on X on Twitter that are saying the same thing. Like people our age, like yo, this has been 15 years. Like that's a lifetime for us because we grew up in the 90s. We were spoiled seeing the Yankees win. Like it was normal for us. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
to not see it, like, and to have it now, it was one of those things like, yo, let's take this in. Let's step back, take it in.
yeah,
But now, once I stop recording here, I'm locked in. Like
Got you.
this is where the soaking in is done. And I'm
yeah,
now locked in for the World Series. And I
yeah,
say we because I'm a part of the Yankees, man. I don't care. Yeah.
True fan right there.
yeah. I didn't pick my MVP though, but my choice would have been Giancarlo. I feel like he's gonna continue on his hot streak, and I think he's gonna hit at least 3 home runs in this series. So,
My MVP is Judge. I think he's gonna wake up and have a monster series.
oh man,
That would be uh,
Soto for MVP.
Soto.
Yeah, but I could easily see all three of our players each hitting 3 home runs in this series.
Yes, you're right.
Like each of them, I can see them all doing it. So
what's crazy is like these games can be very easily be like a 3-2 game and very easily be like 14-12.
Yes,
Like it's crazy. Like you really don't know.
You don't know where you're gonna get any
I
given
think,
night.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
think
think
it could
the
be a both.
offenses are gonna wake up eventually. They're gonna
Yeah.
explode, and hopefully both teams are hot and not just one team that
Yeah.
day when that happens. So
Let's
we
go
could see classic
Yankees.
for real. But I think this World Series is going to be a classic. It's going to be remembered for years to come. It's not, I don't know how many times in history we've gotten the chance to see the top two MLB players go head to head at it in the World Series. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't recall. This is like seeing Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire in the World Series back in the day,
Yeah.
Hmm.
or A Rod and
Barry
uh,
Bonds.
Barry Bonds. So yeah, I'm definitely taking it in.
I'm enjoying the moment.
Let's get some
15 years.
tickets.
Yo, the tickets to I think standing room only is like 1,000 and something right now.
That's crazy.
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna watch it in my house. I'm
Yes.
Yes.
gonna watch it in the comfort of my home and maybe have a couple margaritas
Yes.
and enjoy this shit.
Yeah.
Because that's where my budget's at
That's a fact.
That's real.
right
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Hopefully I see you at the parade, man.
Yeah.
I'd be going with my son, which is pretty dope. Get to experience that with him if we get there.
Yes. This
I can't
game,
wait. I can't wait.
like 2 more days.
Yeah. All right, fellas. 15 years in the making, man. Soak it in. Let's lock in. Let's do this.
Yankees in 6.
Go Yankees.
Let's go. This is it. This is it. I need my dogs out there. Let's go. Let's do this. Yankees in 6, baby. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Enjoy the World Series. Two best teams in Major League Baseball. Heavyweight fight. Going to be great for casuals, for the true fans, for everyone. Definitely. And of course, tune into our show. Like I said, we're going to hopefully be doing at least recaps after each game or when there's breaks in between. Yeah, man.
Give us your picks in the comments.
Yes. Give us your picks, comment, share, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Till next time.
Thank you.
Later.